All right, everybody, welcome on this lovely Wednesday. Good to see you all. 9 o'clock this morning on the 11th of February. Hopefully, everyone's all excited. Big news that came out at 8:30. We job reports look pretty good. Good to see you, Lita Grant, everyone, the Bill. Good to see you, Bill Ireland, everyone. Welcome on social media, everybody. Yeah, we're having a pretty good little rally. Continuing, the Dow right now is up 256 points. Job claims were actually better than expected. So where we were starting to look a little bit on the negative side, we're starting to be positive. You know that NVIDIA was obviously one of the big stocks that we're watching. A lot of resistance levels from the day before. You can see it here right around the 192. The big seller is still out there at 193 in pre-market. Let me show that. I want to bring that over to you really quick so you guys could see it. You see that big order right there? So program trading, you could see kicks in right at 7 a.m. And those orders started showing up. Market opens up at 4 a.m. And you could see how that big order is still out there. Remember that 36,000 is really about 10 times that number. So very, very good market out there. And a lot of things are moving. A quick little announcement before we go on. I did posted another YouTube video yesterday. And let me just bring that up for you so some of you did not see it. Why I keep getting signed out? I don't know why it keeps doing this. Hold on. Let me bring this up. Just give me a second. Oh, my God. Why did this got to happen to me? I keep getting logged out. Ooh. Yes, that was me. Try again. Hold on. Just want to show you this video really quick. Oh, there we go. All right. So I started a new series of videos here. And the series I basically want to go to just show you really quick. Here's my channel. And I came out with a new short. I got another one coming up. And basically, I did one of them. It says the easiest day trading strategy and more of how to get started in the beginning. And I made another the easiest day trading strategy, how to spot winners live in the market. So when you guys get a chance, go out there, watch that video. I'll post it up for you guys here. Hold on. Let's stop that. Here's that video really quick. You guys get a chance. Oh, you also can watch it on Instagram and TikTok. All right. So there we go. There we go. All right. So, like I said, I'm starting a little series of all different littles, more beginners, intermediate, advances. I love doing shorts, no more than 60, 90 seconds. So you guys, when you get a chance, go out there, like it, leave a comment, and always share it. All right. Make sure you ring that bell so you get the alerts. Now, regarding about what's going on, what happened yesterday, I didn't do too good on my swings. Okay. But we did really well the day before, but there was a couple of good runners. I want to start off with the big one right here, which is OKLO. All right. I'm sorry. That's not the one. Where are we? That's the wrong one. Where are we? Oh, KOLD. There we are. So KOLD, I want to bring this up really quick because this is what you learn at CyberTrading University. We had this stock was at $50. It got destroyed when that big ice storm came in. This thing just came crashing down, went from 78 all the way down. I thought it was going to stop right here around 17. And then I got a little nervous, sold it, bought it back because it went all the way down to 15, but it was a big support level. Stock's at 21. Now, I want to do a nice little shout out to our buddy here, Bill Ireland. He sent me a nice little message right here. Let me just share that with Bill. Sent me this message this morning and is killing it right now on the options. Now, remember, the thing is this. Everybody wants to trade options. And I always tell you this. You can't trade options if you don't even know how to trade the stock. Remember, it's the movement of the stock that makes an option move. Learn how to trade the stock first, and then you could become a very good options trader, because the reason why people trade options is they think they see, someone teach them a good strategy, that's completely false. Just because, someone likes vanilla doesn't mean you're going to like vanilla. All right. You got to first learn what ice cream is all about before you even like it. So he basically was telling me weekly options are like a nice little dividend for him. So congratulations, Bill, on that. I'm glad you've been part of it. And, and been here for a long time, been one of our diamond students. Anyway, did really well with that trade. So that was almost a double. Okay. I didn't do the options though. I owned the common. Okay. I'm just going to make that clear. Okay. All right. So regarding about yesterday and regarding about, there were a lot of stocks that we did trade yesterday. I want to start off and go over that really quick before we start going over the watch list. Spot was a very good stock yesterday. That one ran from a little expensive though. SPOG, another stock with nice little move. This was the leverage on Spotify. So Spot went up. We didn't have to trade Spotify. You could trade the new leverage one, the ETF. I think a lot of people don't know that. They'll go out and they'll say, Bill, like what you did, they'll say, oh, well, I can't afford Spot. Let me trade the option. Well, why trade the option? You got an ETF out there. They basically got around the option game where you could just trade the ETF, which is a lot easier. That one did pretty well. DDOG, Datadog had good earnings. That one did pretty well too. MSTZ, that was the inverse of MSTR. That one did really well. That one was just absolutely crazy. That thing ran from 15 to 30, right back down. Very, very volatile. Be very careful of MSTZ, okay? I own MSTR, okay? I own MSTR right around $100. So we're doing pretty well like that. So that one is starting to come back a little bit, but I don't own MSTR. I own MSTU. Okay. So MSTU, if everyone got in here, you sure got in right around the $4.20. I own a very, very big position in it. Got a little nervous this morning. Remember, this does trade a lot with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving a little bit right now. You could see Bitcoin is obviously starting to go up right now. It's trading at 68,000. It was down to 66 around last night. It was up at 69. So it took a very big correction, but it's starting to go back up again. You could see it's looking pretty good right there. All right. So those stocks are doing pretty well. I don't know if it has a lot to do with job reports, but that one did okay. FIG was another one that we're going to keep a very close eye on. I know Josh, for some of you don't know, watch it on social media. One of our head top instructors at CyberTrading University. Big fan of FIG. I'm a big fan of FIG. We saw the company public at 140. This thing got decimated. So can it be a good swing trade? I don't know. It looks like it is so far. So FIG, put it on the watch list. Hey, maybe you could do an option trade on it. You know what I mean? But it's cheap enough the way it is. JZXN. Another nice early morning mover, $1.40 to 260. That one was nice. Sun was another nice mover in the after hours. HURA, another great mover. I'm going to put this back on the watch list. This stock has been a very good swing trade all of a sudden. HURA. One of the trial members in the cyber group room, can't say better than that one, right? He didn't know that existed an ETF for Spotify. One, that's why you got to learn before you can earn. That's why I love you being here and everyone else being here, because you probably wouldn't known that, other than, what most people do, make the most mistakes. They do their research. They don't know. But that's what happens when you surround yourself with people that do this all day, especially been doing this for over 30 years. And as long as you're part of the team, we're going to share that with you. By the way, we're getting a huge pop on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is running right now. I don't know what happened, but Bitcoin is flying right now. Let me just show you right there. Look at that. Bitcoin just took off right here from 67. It just ran. I don't know. I haven't seen that in a long time. This thing is just ripping right now. Let's see what iBit's doing. So iBit must be doing really well too. There's iBit. Yep, there you go. 38 to 39. Let's put iBit, IBIT. Doing well right there. Yep, filling in the gap right around there. So we'll see how that's working out. One thing you got to remember, they can't halt iBit or Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. We see a lot of halts. You're not going to see it in that one. What else that we had that moved pretty well? We had a couple of good shorts that did really well. Charles Schwab didn't do too well yesterday. That one took a big hit. That was a nice short. We had HIMS. HIMS is just getting hammered. I want to keep HIMS on our watch list. Okay. HIMS right here, obviously, the bad news on that. They're getting sued by Nuvo. But you notice, what do you see here, guys? Cyber traders, what do you see? What does that look like? What does that look like? That's right. Little FF flag, right? A little Fausto flag. If we get some consolidation, this could break down a lot lower. So be very careful. All right. Short could still be there on. Ooh, damn, I hate when I do that. Short could still be there on HIMS. So we're going to put HIMS back on the watch list. HIMS. All right. That's why I always like to go back and look at what we did yesterday, not to sit there and brag or put feathers in our cap. I'd like to just show people what they missed, but it's okay. Every day's a new day, but sometimes a lot of these stocks will trickle into today too. So that's the reason for it. A couple other ones out there. CRML was also a pretty good one on the short. OKLO was a nice short yesterday. I'm still a fan of that stock. It's got a big support levels. As long as it doesn't break down here, the stock looks pretty good. I was watching some of the news. I know that President Trump is a very big fan of nuclear power. He's putting the kibosh on all the windmills and everything. Obviously, AI needs a lot more energy, and there's nothing more compact than nuclear stocks. Just be very, listen, you got this one, you got SMR, you got Nero, you got there's a bunch of them out there. So keep it on. What's SMR doing? SMR took a little bit hit too yesterday, right? Yeah, OKLO is obviously the big one. And we know also signed that big contract, I think it was Facebook, to be one of the big data centers. They're building them one too. And Intel, INTC, took a hit yesterday too after making a big run. All right, let's go do some watching. Let's go do some big gainers and losers, see what's going on right there. You got the VRL. You got an ETF on this one. That's moving up pretty well. This is the ETF on this stock right here. Issue with this one, it's very expensive. That's why that one that's why VRTL is up big. Brand name stock, a little out of our league. We're not going to be trading this stock, all right? STM looks like it had good earnings yesterday, but backed off, not really going anywhere. NetG, spread looks ugly. This is the ETF on Net, okay? So that's Net's moving. Once again, expensive. What happens when stocks get over, just educational wise, let you know, when stocks get over $100, $200, $300, $500, you're usually going to find an ETF. They usually come out with ETFs on it, and sometimes they come out with multiple ETFs. Remember, the exchanges make so much money on these stupid ETFs, so much money, okay? eLab is moving up, a little cheap little stock, but she's coming down, and it's on a downtrend in pre-market. Don't like that one. Don't like this one. Don't like this one. It moved up a little bit. You know what? We're getting a little desperate here. This looks like a category 1 stock, a little bit in the easier stock. This one shot up this morning. You guys saw this at 8:30. Ran from $3 to $6, came right back down. I'll put this on the B list. PRFX. This one, don't like the trend on that one. No good. This one gapped up. Obviously looks like maybe an earnings announcement, came back down. This was $15 stock down to $1. I'll put this on the B list. CCHH. I love stocks that get hammered and destroyed like this. This one up 13%. This is the one that's been going up. We've already put this on the watch list. This was from yesterday. This one, that pretty much does it. I don't really like it. Shopify, make a nice little comeback after taking a little bit of a hit. Losers, what do we got over here? This one's getting hammered. No really get that. Trying to find a good dead cat bounce. Nope. None of these stocks look good. Just doing a quick little flyby. New York Stock Exchange. You got this one right here. I saw this MNTN. Big push. Good trend. Took a big hit. Couple of iceberg orders I'm seeing out here. Put this on the watch list. I'll put this on the B list. MNTN. I didn't really see that much out there. New York Stock Exchange didn't have a lot. U's taking hit. I know that. Some of you guys called that one out. We'll put the U on the watch list. That obviously had earnings that came out. Silver is moving back up again. Hopefully everyone jumped on the silver trade. Yeah, we got that, Roberto. The Tesla, TSLL is moving up pretty nicely after making, not too crazy. It's okay, Christopher. Not bad. There's a lot of good swing trades. I mean, look, all the brand name stocks are on our watch list are all green. So we're looking pretty good there. Very excited about that. All right. All right. So listen, I think we're going to focus on some brand name stocks. Usually sometimes we'll get some of the gainers that will show up. If we do, we'll say something. We'll share it with you guys. Same thing with you. If you're watching on social media, guys, today we have Todd Woods is going to be on my podcast. We're going to, I believe it's at what time is it we're going to have it? 12 o'clock. So today's our weekly podcast. If you subscribe to the channel, make sure you go out there, click on it, like it. We're gonna have a there's the YouTube link right there for everybody out there to if you want to come and join that podcast. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes, right before the market opens up. Well, a little less than 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, if you want to come join our professional trading floor, here's that QR code. Take your phone, scan that QR code. We're going to be here all day, and you'll get access to our trading floor where you get to see our watches and meet our hundreds of traders out trading live. So instead of coming just seeing us every morning at 9 a.m. and 2:30, feel free to come and join us live. All right, guys? I had a couple of questions that came across here. Peer of Congress at 10 a.m. and she might be asked about the cannabis. So be okay. That's wow, really nice. Trader on YouTube says Pam Bondi is going to be appearing for Congress at 10 a.m. She might be asked about the cannabis. So we'll keep an eye on TLRY. Absolutely, that's a very good sharing with us. Definitely keep an eye on it. Thanks for sharing that. I'm going to put that on my watch list right here, right now. TLRY. And the other one, there's a bunch of them out there. It's more than just that one. There's a bunch of them out there. We'll keep an eye on those. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.